Welcome to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, which in the age of Ozempic is now better described as the thin, slightly ill-looking, would rather inject itself with chemicals than join a gym quiz of the year. In this show, household names try and answer easy questions. You know, like Prince Andrew can't. Let's meet the teams. Ryan and Connaughty. It sounds like a bare-knuckle match-up on a traveller site. I'd say Roisin can handle herself, but Catherine can no longer feel her face, so who knows? It's Catherine, Ryan, Roisin, Connaughty. Next up, a traitor and a faithful, or an old man and his carer. You decide. It's Jonathan Ross and Nick Mohammed. Just want to say it's wonderful what you people do. Well done. Next up, I'd like to take a moment to announce I have autism and ADHD, or to give them their proper names. Richard Ayoade and Lou Sanders. Lou, of course, you're teetotal, vegan, and you're a feminist, and yet you managed to be the fun one on the team. Have you got a team name? Have you got...
Yeah. Ayoade, know her.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Have you got any?
Chuckle supper.
Oh, that's nice.
Chuckle supper.
Chuckle supper.
Chuckle supper. As in, I'll give you a chuckle supper with all the trimmings.
Yeah.
What could be more Christmassy? Jonathan, Nick, have you got a team name?
We struggled, didn't we?
We
Nick?
did struggle, but we did eventually go with an old man and his carer.
Yeah.
Feel like I've heard that somewhere before, but OK, let's go with that. Hang on, Catherine and Roisin are conferring. What are you going to call yourselves? All right, Muttley, what was that?
This is the hardest part of the quiz, because you want it to be dynamic, but we've just had a brainwave.
We think we should be called... Spit. Lou likes
sorry?
it. Lou likes it.
Yeah, I really like it. And should we ask why or not?
Roisin just thought of it and whispered it in my ear, and I said, yeah, I don't even know why.
Yeah, spit, fine. Who doesn't like spit? Nature's lube.
Every time people say lube, I think they're calling my name, so I'm very alert.
Lube Sanders has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
The big social media trend this year was to use AI to create images of how your action figure doll would look. So we've done some for you. Roisin, we've got yours here. Take a look. That's... Oh. I don't know why they've dressed you as Mrs. Doubtfire. I mean...
I've worn that dress in real life, that's why.
Now, Catherine, we've got you one. Here we go. Well, fun fact, Catherine's doll has less plastic than the actual Catherine.
I think you've done Catherine dirty, because Roisin's looked very nice, and this looks like something you would show kids in school to try and keep them on the right track.
Now, sorry about this, but there was a mix-up with yours, Jonathan, and they've done a doll of Claire Balding. Nick, I think we've got one for you, yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Fun fact, Nick's doll is actually life-size.
Yeah.
Why do you have two wands? No magician needs two wands. It looks like they're nunchucks.
But also, well, it looks like it's a broken one because there's actually only a white end on each side, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's not this, yeah.
Wow, that's the kind of thing a nerd might say.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the mustn't-have toy of Christmas 2025, take a look at this. Oh, there he is.
That bite's too small. Have I just come back from safari? What is this?
You look like you're in Jurassic World or something. It's great.
Yes, well, thank you very much. I mean, it's the point of sale. And just a book. Not a specific book, just book.
Book.
Obviously created by a big reader.
Lou, yours is... there's a lot going on there, isn't there? Some healing crystals, a cat, some roller skates.
Wow.
One leg of a trouser.
And only half a fur coat. It looks like you were mugged on both sides by two assailants. You get the coat, I'll get the trouser leg.
OK, they've done one of me, but it's... It's got different faces, so you can pick the year.
Also, the doll has a greater degree of humanity than you do in real life, Jim.
How very dare you. OK. Right, let's get on with the show. Our first round is all about 2025's big headlines. Back in September, Donald Trump attended a state banquet at Windsor Castle. Guests included media mogul Rupert Murdoch, the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein and Satan. Prince Andrew has stepped back from royal duties to spend more time with the kids. I feel a bit bad for the artist formerly known as Prince Andrew. What does he say to people now, other than, it's just Andrew? How does he explain what he does? I used to do nothing, but they let me go, so now I do fuck all. OK, who's up for some big fat questions?
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, round one. The Louvre jewellery heist made headlines across the world. The German company behind the mechanical lift used by the robbers thought there's no such thing as bad publicity, so they made an advert using the photo. All I want you to do is translate the German tagline. So they made that cherry picker that the robbers used at the Louvre when they were nicking stuff, and then they did an advert. What do you think it said? If you speak German, that's cheating.
Will you read it for us in German, please, with your best German accent?
I can only do a German accent if I do it a little bit creepy. It's a weird... Yeah, papers, please. It's a weird... I know. You're very nice boys, very nice uniform.
Look at Richard smiling for the first time in his damn life.
Yeah.
I'm having an asthma attack.
Well, you said that like it was a real flex.
Yeah.
OK, for the next question, it's over to YouTuber and rapper KSI.
Hi, Jimmy. Now, as a judge on Britain's Got Talent, I've seen some amazing things, but nothing more amazing than the video of a South American kayaker who went viral this year for an extraordinary experience he had whilst paddling. He described it as surprising and slimy, but can your teams tell me what actually happened to him?
OK, so KSI wants to know why a South American kayaker went viral after experiencing something that he described as surprising and slimy.
Put that down as a backup.
Okay, I mean,
The good one.
they're going to be writing down some filth right now.
No,
We're all thinking it. It's not that, but
that's very good.
Yeah.
Of course, it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz without an appearance from the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School performing one of their unconventional school plays. Take a look.
Ciao! Welcome to Venice! Welcome to married! We're so happy to be here! Nah. Kim. Leo. Oh, no. Thank you for coming! Boo! Move or throw these in the river. Where did you get those from? Amazon! That's it. You need to move the wedding. Oh, no! Don't worry, I'll leave you in a safe place close by. Thank you.
We're the happiest people in the universe.
I love you to space and back. Yay!
Nailed it. They nailed it. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Mitchellbrook Primary School. OK, so that was, of course, Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice. But can you tell me what decidedly unclassy thing they did to kick off festivities on a yacht?
Can I just say, Nick seems to know everything.
No.
So I'm going to relax, maybe have a little nap. If you could wake me 5 minutes before the end, I'll then do the lap of honour with him.
No problem at all.
No. Probably
You're troubled by that first answer.
troubled by that first
Why?
one. Do you think it's the only way, is it? Do you think it's something?
I do not. It definitely said schnell. Schnell means quickly. Schnell. Max Schnell. You see it in war films.
Yeah.
Max Schnell. It's not the
You
only...
watch enough German porn, you pick up a few words.
I'll have you know, I don't watch in it, I just appear in it occasionally.
And your nickname is Quickly, is it?
My name is Quick Johnny.
Ah, yes, Quick Johnny's here. That's good, yeah. OK. Last question in this round. Donald Trump's second term as US president hit the headlines for many reasons this year. But can you tell me what he's complaining about in this clip from February?
Because these things don't work. I've had them many times, and on occasion they break, they explode. If something's hot, they don't last very long, like a matter of minutes, sometimes a matter of seconds. It's a ridiculous situation.
What's he talking about there?
What are you spying on?
Oh, spying on? I'm hosting a quiz.
We're taking this quite seriously.
Good, good. I mean, the prize is phenomenal
Look,
this
if you
evening.
want to go with that, on your head be it.
I think that's right.
I think you're wrong, Mohammed.
When do we find out the answers, Jimmy? Right at the end or
Next year.
When do we find out the answers? Are you telling me you've never seen this show, Nick?
He's not alone.
No,
OK, no, we can do the answer straight away. We're doing the answers right now.
great.
OK, so I asked you for the English translation of the advert for the cherry picker used in the Louvre heist. What did you put? Jonathan, Nick, did you
We think it's something like when you must go quickly.
Yeah.
Do you know specific German words out of that?
Schnell is quickly. It's my name in Pung.
And how do you know that, John?
Because I'm a man of 65 years old who's travelled the world.
Wow.
But then
He was in the war.
OK, Roisin, Catherine, what have you gone for?
We know
Go
it.
on.
Diamonds, cherries. We'll get them out for you, baby.
Cherry.
It's a
It's a
cherry
cherry
picker.
picker.
Oh, I see.
Diamonds or cherries, we'll get them
Diamonds.
out for you, baby.
Whatever it is, we'll get it out for you, baby, with a honey.
Are you doing sexy voices?
You tell us.
No.
I can't wait to hear Richard's sexy voice.
I'm doing it now.
Richard, what did you think this was?
Well, we've got various options.
Yeah.
Lou,
Is that a ladder in your pocket, or are you just pleased to...
rob the Louvre. And when you need to leave quickly.
When you need to leave quickly?
Yeah.
OK, the actual translation is when you need to move fast.
Yes!
OK, points, no
Yes.
points.
Points, that's right.
What do you mean?
Pretty good. So they got it. KSI wanted to know why a South American kayaker went viral this year after experiencing something surprising and slimy. What did you put? Richard, Lou, what would you put?
I'll leave this
Feels
to my
like this
colleague.
will be entirely Lou's work.
Lou.
Well, he ended up inside a whale. So the whale spat him out, and then I put something about Bonnie Blue Whale, which is a bit that Richard refuses to read out.
OK. Jonathan, Nick, did you get this?
We did. Got eaten by a whale and then spat out.
I had no idea. I thought Nick had made it up. He was so confident, he persuaded me, and now I find out, much to my shame, he was correct.
Catherine,
I
Roisin?
want to add a bit more truth. He was wearing a life jacket, and the life jacket is why the whale spat him out. So I think we shouldn't give them any points.
So you know what the whale was thinking?
Your team spit,
We're
so we
team
know.
spit.
Anytime someone's spitting something out, we know where and why and how. But what was surprising and slimy is that while he was in there, he received a Christmas card from Greg Wallace, and he was surprised by that.
OK, let's take a look.
Tranquilo, agarra el bote, agárralo, tranquilo, agárralo. Agárralo, agárralo, no te subas, agárralo. Tranquilo, agárralo. Agárralo, agárralo, vete a la orilla.
It's nice of his dad to keep filming.
OK, so a 23-year-old Venezuelan man, he said, I spent a second realising I was inside the mouth of something, that maybe it had eaten me, that it could have been an orca or a sea monster.
Semen monster.
Ooh! That's your nickname, isn't it? OK, so points. Great, OK. I asked you how Jeff Bezos kicked off his Venice wedding. What did you all put?
Nits. A nit outbreak they brought to Venice.
How did Bezos bring nits? He's the one person we know hasn't done it. And that's probably his greatest achievement.
What else have you written there?
Well, we forgot the name of it, but do you know that there are people who present their anus to the sun?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they power up.
We
Yes.
couldn't remember it. We thought Lou might know the name.
Yeah,
Now.
Lou, yeah.
Now.
We have Lou's specialist subject.
Have you done it, look?
I'll just do a show and tell.
OK, now, what have you written for this one?
It was a foam party.
Jonathan, Nick, what have you got for this
Well,
one?
Nick knew the answer. I'm amazed because I'd never heard of this, but he seems to think this is the truth. Jeff Bezos' wedding, but foam party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we said foam party, mate.
Yeah,
So you've got phone party, no phone party, points, no points. Let's have a look. Here he is.
Phone parties are
Oh.
He had all the money in the world. He went, yeah, phone party.
It's like if a Saudi prince had his 30th at Butlins.
That's not Bezos, is it?
Is that Bezos or
No,
Daniel Craig?
that's Daniel Craig, isn't it?
That is Bezos.
Nick's convinced it's Daniel Craig,
I mean, yeah.
No, that's Bezos.
but then he was convinced that Alan was faithful, so I don't know why I listened to him.
Yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired. OK, next one. I asked you what Donald Trump was complaining about. What did you put?
vaginas.
So
You think vaginas?
Yeah.
Roisin was adamant that this was vaginas.
He hates women, so I thought it would be vaginas.
But I knew it was paper straws. And then, you know, he's a horrible person, but then he brings back plastic straws, and I'm like, oh, maybe right wing's not so bad.
Jonathan, Nick, did you get this?
Well, this caused some tension, I'll be honest
Yeah.
with you. And we've been getting on so well, and then we almost fell out of this because Nick was convinced he was talking about the Dragon rocket.
It's just because he said... Did he say that they explode? I just thought it was a reference to the rockets. But
I
maybe-
thought he was saying about Teslas, because when he fell out with Elon Musk briefly, I thought he was trying to dish the dirt on him, and maybe that's what it was. But I'll be honest with you, I don't thank you for this question, because it's caused tension here, where otherwise there was just friendship.
Yeah.
Well, I apologise. Incorrect. Richard, Lou,
Oh.
did you get this?
Yeah, Pop-Tarts.
And then we worked our way towards his sense of self, and then paper straws.
And then we went back to Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
I love Pop-Tarts.
You'd be crazy not to.
I think it's lovely when you reach an age when you just say whatever's on your mind.
He was 3 weeks after his inauguration. He signed an executive order titled Ending Procurement and Forced Use of Paper Straws.
Love that.
Yeah, he's tackling the big issues.
His signature is actually his heart readout.
So, at the end of the first round, the scores are Roisin and Catherine have 2, Jonathan and Nick have 3, Richard and Lou have 4. That's it for part 1. Join us after the break as we try to remember more things from 2025 that we'd really rather forget. See you then. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of 2025. The quiz that has families across the country, big and small, rich and poor, old and young, coming together to ask the same question. Really? This again? Our next round is all about science and technology. In September, Keir Starmer announced plans for a mandatory digital ID. I don't need digital ID. I can already identify all of my digits. Thumb, pinky, forefinger, ring finger, business finger. That one is for Keir Starmer. In October, a computer issue caused by Amazon shut down thousands of websites, affecting Roblox, Fortnite and PlayStation Network, meaning, tragically, for a short time, some parents actually had to talk to their kids. OK, time for some questions. For our first question, it's over to Hollywood's finest, Jack Black.
Ooh.
Jimmy, what is up? Jack Black here, fresh out of the shower. My new film follows friends on a mission into the Amazon to recreate our favorite movie, Anaconda. But another huge mission of the year was the Blue Origin space rocket that took an all-female crew into space. Pop star Katy Perry was on board. But can your teams remember what the first thing she did was when she returned to Earth? Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-bum. Bomba. Love you, bye.
Jack Black. So Jack wants to know what is the first thing that Katy Perry did when she stepped off the Blue Origin rocket and back onto Earth. OK? Next question. Former Prime Minister Boris Johnson found himself the subject of ridicule earlier this year for his bizarre pronunciation of a very common form of modern technology. All I want to know is, what was he pronouncing strangely? You get a bonus point as well if you can give me an accurate impression of his pronunciation.
How many R's are in diarrhea?
Yeah, about 14. Yeah. Next up, can you tell me what these influencers are so upset about?
I just wanted to set my phone down and talk to you guys for a couple of minutes if this is the last video that I post.
I just feel like they don't get it. Like, they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it, and they're being really mean.
There really is no platform like this, and I'm just really scared that I'm not going to be able to find you guys wherever we do end up going.
I will move to China and let the Chinese Communist Party take all of my data. Like, get out of my face.
Why is Rob Beckett talking like that? OK. In November, Prime Minister Keir Starmer had to apologise to a head teacher for taking part in a viral trend. What did he do in the school? It was a banned viral trend.
Oh, dear. Go.
Catherine Roisin,
We're
right?
not sure about this one.
We're taking
Keir Starmer was in a school?
He was in a school, and he took part in a viral trend while there, and he got told off
What
by...
trend?
A viral trend.
A what trend?
But which one?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
I'm going to break him tonight. I'm going to make those electrics pop.
All right, so, first up, Jack Black wanted to know what was the first thing Katy Perry did when she stepped back to Earth from space. What do you got? Jonathan, Nick, are you...
We have nailed this. She kissed the ground, and I believe she also waved a daisy, and you've kindly provided that daisy in the photograph to illustrate this point. She waved that around because isn't one of her kids called Daisy?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we're giving you a very full answer. I think we deserve at least 2 points.
You might get one. Richard, Lou, what have you got for this?
Well, she might have posted the pickies on Instagram as well.
You think she posted the pictures on Instagram?
I'd say so. If I'd been up there, I'd let people know about it. I went to Space NK and I posted that. I thought that was expensive.
I put diarrhea, but because it's the pressure on the stomach. And also, we kissed the ground with consent.
OK, Roisin, Catherine, did you get this?
Yeah, obviously.
Bikini wax. You grow like a beast in space, they don't tell you that.
And then made another terrible romantic decision. I don't understand her saying she's an astronaut, though. Like, you could do reverse cowgirl. You're not a horse expert.
I can tell you, yes, she kissed the ground. I asked you what piece of modern technology Boris Johnson mispronounced to online ridicule. What did you all put?
AI, ChatGPT. AI, ChatGPT.
That's pretty good, Richard. Let's hear your version.
iPad. iPad.
It's the wrong answer, but I like the delivery. OK. Nick, Jonathan, did you get this?
That one.
Yeah, ChatGPT and AI. ChatGPT.
Catherine Roisin, did you get this?
Yeah.
Perineum!
You think a perineum is a piece of modern technology? Let's take a look. This is remarkable.
I love AI. Do you use AI? Absolutely. Do you use ChatGPT? You know ChatGPT? I love ChatGPT. I love it. ChatGPT is frankly fantastic.
ChatGPT.
Jimmy, say it again.
Say it again.
What did you just say to me?
I said I think he's fit. I think Boris Johnson's fit.
How long's it been, Roisin?
I needed to tell an adult.
Nick's got the body language of someone at the worst Christmas dinner he's ever been to. He's like this. OK,
Nick thought it was just a nice, straightforward quiz.
I thought it was a real quiz. I thought it was a real quiz. I've got water and wine, and I keep alternating, but now I'm just going to stick wine.
OK, I asked you why a bunch of influencers were so upset. What did you all think?
Bad relationship with their fathers.
Jonathan, Nick, did you get this?
Nick knew the answer to this. He knows just about everything.
It was that they thought that TikTok was being banned in the US.
Yeah.
And we both admired their passion. I can't think of anything when I was their age that I cared that much about. Matter of fact, even now, there's nothing I really care about.
So they were saying goodbye to their followers because they didn't think they would have a career.
It was banned for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back.
But I think they thought it was forever.
Yeah. Catherine, Roisin, did you get this?
We did.
We knew it was the TikTok ban. It's this idea that the Chinese are trying to make Americans stupid when really they're just trying to keep them stupid.
Yeah.
You know.
It was the TikTok ban in America, the modern equivalent of Thatcher closing the mines. All right, so I asked you what viral trend Keir Starmer had to apologise for taking part in to a head teacher. Lou?
Getting his dick out.
You think there's a viral trend that's been banned in schools and it is getting your dick
My
out?
uncle said there was, yeah.
I advised my client not to put that down.
What did you write?
6'7".
And I said, times he got his dick out.
And then I put sumo for a bit of fun.
A bit of fun. Nick, Jonathan, did you get this?
Nick knew this. I've never encountered this, but 6'7", and you were saying your children do this on a regular basis.
They do, sadly, but yeah. 6'7".
Catherine, Roisin, did you get this?
Yeah.
What was the viral trend banned in schools?
Syphilis. It's absolutely having a comeback.
Oh, let's take a look.
It's very exciting. 6'7".
6'7". Yeah. 6'7". Everybody. 6'7". Are you doing page 6'7"?
We're not over that yet. We're not over that.
See you later. That's a bit wild.
Stuff for that lovely 6'7". You know, children get into trouble today in Natty Math School.
Oh, do they?
He punched that teacher in the shoulder. Did you see it? Short arm, wallop.
OK, time now for a special bonus round. This is the part of the show where I introduce a special mystery guest. All you need to do is tell me who they are and how they made headlines this year. However, you can only ask them yes or no questions. Please welcome our mystery guest.
Oh!
Just yes or no questions. Please, have at it.
Are you involved in sport in some way professionally?
No.
OK.
Have you ever eaten mashed potato with your bare hands?
Yes.
Ah, me too.
Where did you get your top?
It's yes or no.
Is that top online?
Yes. Are you known? Is it part of your glamorous fashion look?
No.
No.
So are you trying to buy her top?
Does what you do involve being physical, like dancing or moving in some way?
No.
Does what you do involve using your voice in some way?
Yes.
Oh, I know it.
You do know it.
Are you the voice of a...
Whoa. Wow. Well, Lou, thanks so much for being here. Why don't you write down your answers? and I guess we'll see. Well, I can't wait for the reveal on this one.
I'm so sorry. I do
No,
get...
I am such a fan, if we're right, that I even know this young lady's name. How do you feel about that? Can I get a bonus point if I guess her name right?
Yes, you can.
First name, last name?
Just the first name.
Well, first name, Jet.
So what have you written, Roisin, Catherine?
I am such a fan, I can't believe this, of this Jet2 holidays trend, and I think that this actress who voices the advert is called Zoe.
OK, well, let's see. Jonathan, Nick, what did you write?
We're very big fans of the person who does the Jet2 holiday voice also, and we think the name
Is Zoe.
is Zoe.
Oh, you thought that, did you, Jonathan?
And I also love that top.
Jonathan, if you
Thank
start
you.
trying to outbid me for the top.
I mean, I think we know who's going to fucking win.
God damn it.
Richard, Lou, what have you written?
Jet2 holidays.
Oh, do you think it was Jet2 Holidays,
Yeah.
did you, Lou? Mystery guest, can you reveal who you are and how you made the news?
My name is Zoe Lister, and I'm the voice of Jet2 Holidays.
Zoe Lister, that's it.
Very nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's treat ourselves to a look of how people have used your viral voiceover.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust.
OK, let's see what that's done to the scores. OK, so Roisin and Catherine, 5 points. Joint lead, Jonathan and Nick have 9, Richard and Lou have 9.
Come on.
OK. Now, that's it for part 2. Zoe, would you give us a treat? Will you throw to the break for us in your full Jet2 holiday voice?
Yes.
OK, here we go.
Nothing beats the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, unless you're judging on viewing figures or critical response, in which case, a lot of things beat the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. But right now, you can enjoy all your favourite comedians. There's Elder Incel. Surprisingly not gay. Crazy Cat Lady. Joan Rivers, I think. A walking red flag. And a Lego estate agent. And Grandad goes free. So why not enjoy Big Fat Quiz of the Year after the break?
Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, the show which flies the flag for 2025, then watches as someone pulls down that flag and then someone else puts it back up again. Our next round is all about music. Kylie Jenner released her first single in October and was criticised for using auto-tune. Of course she used auto-tune on her voice. She's used auto-tune on her whole face. I doubt she thought changing her voice was that big a deal. Her dad is Caitlyn Jenner. Cardi B had beef with Nicki Minaj. I think Cardi B's just jealous because Nicki's got a recording studio in her house. So now she can twerk from home.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Correct.
Nicely done, nicely done.
Correct response to an excellent joke. OK. Time for some music questions. In August, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged, but can you fill in the blanks of their Instagram caption announcing the happy news? Your blank blank and your blank blank are getting married.
You know this one as well?
It's 1 point for both blanks.
Oh, my God, Nick, you're good. Anal is 1N.
Next up, it's over to pop star Jade Thirlwell.
Hi, Jimmy. I released my debut solo album, That's Showbiz Baby, this year. Another iconic album of the year that I love was Lily Allen's West End Girl. In the album, she called her ex's bachelor pad his Pussy Palace. But can your teams name 3 things she allegedly found there?
Ooh.
OK, so Jade wants to know what 3 things Lily Allen sings about finding in her ex-husband David Harbour's bachelor pad.
A snooker table?
It's a point per item for this one, so 3 points up for grabs. OK, next question. Calvin Harris and Vic Hope welcomed their first child in July. Congratulations to them. But can you tell me what was unusual about one of the photos Calvin posted on Instagram to mark their son's arrival?
Did they have a baby?
They did have a baby, yeah.
How nice.
Calvin and Vic Hope. I'm guessing you don't know the answer to this.
I know the answer to it.
Nick knows the answer, OK.
Oh, my God, did they?
Yep.
Why?
Ahead of the Oasis tour, Edinburgh City Council meeting notes were leaked. They described Oasis fans as rowdy, intoxicated, middle-aged men. In response, how did Liam Gallagher describe Edinburgh City Council officials on their opening night in Edinburgh? So how did Liam Gallagher describe Edinburgh City Council officials?
Oh, I know all about the new bands.
Oh.
Chapel rowing. I've heard about a club for ponies, and then there's Sabrina, a young lady.
Oh, this is really a glimpse into the care home, isn't it? This is... OK. First up, I asked you to fill in the blanks for the Instagram caption announcing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement. Richard and Lou, you probably got this, didn't you?
I put adhesive beard and narcoleptic billionaire.
Lou.
English teacher and PE teacher.
Jonathan, Nick, did you get this?
Well, we put English teacher, gym teacher.
Catherine, Roisin.
We thought it was perhaps your favorite 1.6 billionaire and your favorite 100 millionaire.
Wow.
Because it's tricky to choose
Yeah.
your favourite ones of those, but we think that's what it is.
You're my favorite 100 millionaire, by the way.
Thank you.
And my favorite 1.6 billionaire, depending on who's asking.
If it's HMRC, it's the lower figure.
I think we got it wrong. I put favorite teacher, favorite coach, and I can't believe I got that wrong.
I think the right answer is your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Points, points, no points. OK. Jade wanted to know what 3 things Lily Allen allegedly found in her ex-husband's bachelor pad in her song Pussy Palace. What did you put?
A book. My book. A pipe bomb. Cheerios. Intimate items. Gas cooker. and weirdly, a map of Coventry.
What did she name in the song? It's in the song. So, Jonathan, Nick, what have you got?
We went with...
Got a variety of things
Would you
here.
like to start?
Well, are you sure?
You go ahead.
Butt plug.
Butt plug. Yeah, it's out now.
Yeah, towels.
Well, I'd hope so.
We thought general sex toys, a variety of sex toys, different kind of sex toys, different implements of all sorts.
General
Some which
sex toys should get no points.
No, she name-checks sex toys.
Yes,
So,
sex toys.
Lube Sanders.
Lube Sanders.
Lube Sanders.
And picture of Jimmy.
We thought a picture of Jimmy.
OK. Sex toys, butt plug, lube. 3 points.
Was this in like a go bag? Because I used to have a go bag.
Whoa.
What, when you were in Breaking
A go
Bad?
bag. No, I set up 2 go bags. In case there's a disaster, you have a go bag. And I watch a lot of zombie films, and I thought I would get a zombie go bag ready
Wow.
in case there's a zombie apocalypse.
What was in there?
What was in
I
the
had
What was in the
fold-up
group?
axe, 2 tents, water purification tablets. I had a knife that can start fire, and I had a book. And guess what? I lost my go bag.
Oh, bad enough having a zombie apocalypse, but now you've lost your bag. Oh.
And so, in this apocalypse, is your assistant coming with you?
No, how dare you?
Is that me?
Yeah. Nick's got your go bag.
Yeah.
And he's put some extra dentures in there.
And a banana. I like
Yes.
them.
That's nice, because you can have them even when you've lost your teeth. Go ahead.
What did you put for this, Catherine Roisin?
A scratching post.
In every Pussy Palace.
Oh.
A large guinea pig.
Yummy. What else have we... Butt plug.
Butt plug, we got that one.
Butt plug, yeah.
And lube.
Lube.
Lube, yes.
Sanders was in the corner.
Lube, butt plug, anything else?
What else do you want?
Well, I would have...
We ain't got all night.
Well, I would have accepted any of these. It's a Dwayne Reed bag, sex toys, butt plugs, lube, Trojan condoms, shoebox full of handwritten letters, or long black hair.
Long black hair.
So they don't have a gas cooker in this house?
Yeah.
Or, frankly, Cheerios?
So, Roisin, Catherine, 2 points. Jonathan, Nick, 3 points. Richard, Lou, no points on that. I asked you what was unusual about the photo Calvin Harris posted on Instagram to mark the birth of his son. What did you all write?
Placenta.
And GPS coordinates. And pictures of various similar but unconnected babies.
OK, Nick, Jonathan?
I didn't know, but Nick claims.
Yeah, I think they held up the placenta in it, I think.
Roisin, Catherine, what have you got?
They were going to eat the placenta.
OK, it was a photo of his wife, Vic Hope's placenta, with a cord placed into the shape of a heart. Trigger warning, here's the photo. You might want to look away now if you're currently sat at home eating a placenta. Oh! That's a nice one.
I like it.
That looks like Vecna from Stranger Things.
They did make the placenta into tablets, so points.
Points, points, and some dinner.
All right, I asked you how Liam Gallagher described Edinburgh City Council. What did you think?
He said their friends were posh, ugly tossers.
Yeah, I said you tossers with posh, ugly mates.
That's it.
Jonathan, Nick, what did you put?
It's something like a bunch of slags, and then he likes to finish a sentence by saying, as you were.
Richard, Lou?
I thought this was lovely.
Yeah, I think he just said, look, it takes one to know one.
And those comments are hurtful.
Well, I can tell you, he called them, God love him, Liam Gallagher, fucking slags and a bunch of snakes. And we will also accept posh, ugly mates, because he sort of said that too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
OK. Can you do a Manchester accent?
You can.
Manchester.
You can do it.
You start it.
Well, me.
What's your Manchester like?
Oh, that's good. My only accent is slag. When I try to do British, like, it comes out like this, like, I'm beautiful, gorgeous, like a model.
Love it. It's so
really
good.
good.
It's so good.
That's really good.
But that's the only one that comes out. So, slag.
I'm glad you said it. OK. So at the end of that round, the scores are Roisin and Catherine have 9 points, Jonathan and Nick have 15, Richard and Lou have 11.
Wow.
Time for a quick break. Just like a prison guard, I'm releasing you, but you do have to promise to come back. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2025. If you're just joining us, so far the quiz has been big, fat, and about the year. There, that's you all caught up. This next round is all about sport. Luke Littner became the youngest world champion in darts history. It just goes to show, even if you're just a teenager, if you work hard, follow your dreams and focus, you too can look 40.
Wow.
The Red Roses won the Women's Rugby World Cup, roared on by their wags, wives and girlfriends, although it's women playing, so it should be... Oh, no, wag still works. Women's rugby is exactly the same as men's, although these days they don't have hookers. They call them empowered sex workers. Go, girl. All right, time for some sports questions. First up, and it's over to Lioness Ella Toon.
Yeah. Hi, Jimmy. The Lionesses had an amazing summer with our win at the Euros this year, and the support from the fans in Switzerland was amazing. They even came up with a new chant for our manager, Serena Wiegman, which was a twist on a classic tune. Do you remember what they were singing?
So, what did the fans sing to Serena Wiegman?
What I liked about that video was at the beginning, she started it like you were a job at the end of a very long day. It's like, hi, Jimmy, which song? And then halfway through, she definitely got told to smile.
Is she a footballer?
Yes.
OK.
And we have to do the lyrics to the song.
To a football song?
In Switzerland.
Ole, 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 ole. Ever heard it?
Jimmy, can we have a clue? Is it like a play on Serena?
What's going on?
No, you can't have a clue. It's a we've already got the answer. You can't give them clues, Jimmy.
Yes. You haven't got the answer. Nick's got the answer. And he's got your go back.
That's just a technicality.
You can't even fight zombies anymore. Oh, nothing.
In August, a tennis fan was forced to make a public apology after his actions at the US Open went viral. He was dubbed the most hated man on the internet. What did he do?
Oh, I know this, actually.
We'll write it down, and then we're halfway there.
I'm going to wait and do a Lou in a minute, just screaming out.
In October, London hosted the Grand Sumo Tournament. The winner took home a trophy and 2 other larger-than-life prizes. Can you remember what they were?
What were they?
Oh, she's just having a snack. That's nice.
I won't be snack-shamed at Christmas.
You won't be snack-shamed at Christmas?
No.
Well, we'll see.
Jimmy, what was the question?
Did you eat a bit of skin there?
We'll find out. Honestly, Jimmy, what
was the question? I do regret that, yeah. Hang on, sorry, I do need the question one more time.
OK. We did the
In an accent, for the love of God.
Jimmy, do your Manchester accent.
Catherine, you
Jimmy,
ask.
please do it for Christmas.
Come
For the
on.
kids for Christmas.
It's Christmas.
The kids are watching, they want to hear...
It's Christmas. Do your Manchester. Come on, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. Come on, do your
That's his
Christmas.
Come on.
Jimmy, I haven't said much, but please do your Manchester accent.
Yes.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
All right, Arkid.
Oh, that's all right.
Quite good, that's good.
That's it. That's all I do.
Wow.
In October, London hosted the Grand Sumo tournament. The winner took home a trophy and 2 other larger-than-life prizes. Can you remember what they were?
Afterlife. They took home.
Larger than life.
OK, time for a Say What You See. All I want to know is what sports story these images represent. Do not say it out loud. Lou Sanders, I'm talking to you. OK, so, say what you see. Just say what you see. Do not say it out loud what you see. Just say what you see and write it down.
Okay.
Moontide.
Full mounted.
OK,
Mounted.
time for some answers.
Something mounted.
First up, Linus Elatoon asked you what new chant fans sung to the manager, Serena Wiekman, during the European Women's Championship this year. What did you write? Roisin, Catherine, you're big football fans. What do you think they...
Serena, Serena, she remind me of a West Side Story. You know that song? Was it that?
Do I know that song? I don't know what you just did, but I think music just got worse. OK, no. Jonathan, Nick?
Serena. Serena.
Good.
He's choking on Rory.
Serena. Tequila.
I mean, that's a double out right there. That's the right answer. We go now to Richard and Lou for their answer.
Boop, boop, boop. Weekman, we love you.
Oh, yeah. Boop, 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 we love you.
Boop, boop, boop. Weekman, I thought you rhymed with boop.
OK. Well, it was tequila. Thank you. Correct.
I love women's football because it reflects real life, that women are much better but paid less.
Yeah.
OK, it was tequila by the Champs, but they replaced the word tequila with Serena. Let's take a look. I asked you why a tennis fan was forced to make a public apology after his actions at the US Open went viral. What did you put?
He snatched a ball from a child.
Not a ball. What have you got?
Cap.
Snatched a cap. Jonathan,
we
do you
put
get
snatched the cap from a child's hand and then brackets Jimmy, meaning sort of thing you would do.
Oh.
It's exactly the kind of thing I would do. Let's take a look. This is how I would have done it too.
That was horrible. That's good.
He said he was convinced the tennis player had been passing him the hat.
Oh.
Good luck with that. No one's buying that. Points, no points. OK. I asked you what 2 things, aside from a trophy, the winners of the Grand Sumo tournament in London took home with them. What did you think?
I think, bizarrely, they gave him a giant Hello Kitty and a giant soy sauce bottle, like an inflatable soy sauce bottle or
But
something.
this could, again, be a fever dream that you've had.
It
You
could
don't
be.
know.
But the reason why I'm questioning it, they're such odd things to give people who are going back to Japan, because there's a shitload of both in Japan.
Richard Lou, what did you get?
We wrote sumo, 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 subo.
Which is our new single.
OK, Catherine Roisin, did you get this?
Yeah, I think you wouldn't give them something that they had in abundance. You would give them something British, like a giant placenta and biscuits.
Placenta and biscuit sounds like the worst southern breakfast. OK, well, Jonathan, you've absolutely nailed it, 100%. This is what they gave him.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Giant soy sauce and a Hello Kitty, yeah.
Why, we don't know.
I asked you to say what you saw. Roisin, Catherine, interested in your answer. Let's go to yours. What did you see?
Dave Hamunted at Windsor Castle.
Hamunted is very close. Richard, Lou, did you get this?
David Beckham knighted at Windsor Castle.
David Beckham knighted at
Windsor
Castle. Jonathan, Nick, did you get this?
Yes,
Yeah, we
look,
did, yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
David Beckham knighted at Windsor Castle.
But
Okay,
I like
so-
that you call Michelangelo's David Dave.
Dave.
When you've got your dick out, you're on a nickname basis. David with his clothes on, Dave with the Taj out.
It was David Beckham knighted at Windsor Castle. OK, points, no points. Time now for a special guest. Now, please welcome rugby legend and faithful, Joe Marler.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you. Come on in. Oh, this is fun.
Thanks for having me.
You were on the Traitors this year.
Yeah.
OK, now, have you forgiven Nick?
Who's Nick? He's my little Hundy P. I just wasn't his, apparently. Cheers, mate.
Who else do you think would be a good traitor?
Well, I think Richard would make a really good traitor.
Yeah.
He would confuse the fuck out of everything.
Thank you. I don't even know what I think.
Now, Joe, you've got a question for us. What's the question?
I do. You ready?
Yeah.
We're ready.
Kim Kardashian launched a new must-have item back in October. It sold out instantly, but had people online asking, why pay for that? We just grow our own and go bare for free. And do you shampoo them or throw them in the wash? What was it?
Ah, yes.
Do you know this? I've got one.
If you want, you could go and slap Nick. No one will mind.
I really like him, though. He's hard to dislike, isn't it?
It's really hard to dislike.
Look at that little face.
He's hard to dislike, but it's worth it.
I tell you don't want to be stared at by Joe Marler. I mean, well, maybe in a loving way. But you love me as well, Joe, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, have you all got answers?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
OK. Richard, Lou, what did you write?
New breed of dog.
A new breed of dog.
Also, puby briefs.
Oh. Puby briefs, and then you've written...
Phone chargers.
We're hedging our bets.
You are hedging your bets, OK. Jonathan, Nick, what have you got?
It was a thong with pubic hair on it, like a merkin. Then I did a drawing, but it went slightly wrong because I did the extra line in the middle, which looks unfortunate.
A little bit, yeah, OK. Roisin, Catherine?
Merkin thong.
Merkin thong.
That sounds like a country and western singer, doesn't it? Merkin thong.
Yeah. What sort of song would he sing?
I've got no hairs down below and a long way to go till I get home to my sweet pubic mama.
Why did you ask?
That's really good.
It was good.
That was really good.
Joe, can you reveal the answer?
It was the Skims Ultimate Bush Thong.
I've got one over here. Hang on, I've got...
Is that an actual one?
This is a genuine Skims thong.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. This is... I mean, it's genuine. It's a genuine Skims...
I like it.
That's it. No, Joe has very kindly agreed to model.
I had my own specially made.
Wow.
Wow.
Jonathan, you OK?
I needed to put my reading glasses on.
It does feel like that matches that almost perfectly.
Are we done?
OK, let's have a look and see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you that Roisin and Catherine have got 10 points. Richard and Lou have 14. Jonathan and Nick have 20. I think we all need to process what we've just seen. Time for a break. See you in 5. Joe Marler, everyone! Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2025, the toughest quiz on Channel 4 right now. This round is all about film and TV. The year's biggest TV show featured fakery, deceit, manipulation and lies. No, not the traitors. I'm talking BBC News. Stranger Things was back for a final season. It's set in a town in the 80s where everything seems normal, but evil lurks just beneath the surface. It's basically like Top of the Pops. Claudia Winkleman and Tess Daly announced they were leaving Strictly. Claudia plans to present her own chat show, whilst Tess plans to watch it. OK, ready for some more questions?
Yes.
All right, OK, here we go. First up, it's over to Strictly star Ellie Goldstein.
Hi, Jimmy. I love taking part in Strictly Come Dancing. And it seems tennis star Novak Djokovic has also loved learning a few steps this year too, after he won his quarter-final match at the US Open this year he celebrated with a viral dance craze inspired by a big movie. What was it?
OK, so Ellie wants to know what viral dance craze inspired by a movie did Novak Djokovic do at the US Open this year?
Nick's a machine.
Got it.
The question wasn't even over, he'd written the answer down.
He's a machine.
And guess what? I know it too.
Oh, playing a bit of catch-up, are we?
You're welcome in the recreation room. But some of the songs are a bit salty.
Is he really a doctor? Because he took my temperature with his finger.
OK, next one. A clip featuring a man called Montoya from a Spanish TV show went viral back in February and was viewed more than 320 million times on X alone. The clip was described as the greatest TV scene in history. What was going on?
Reality TV in Spain.
Oh, yes, señor.
Are you doing fake Spanish?
I'm doing enough to get by.
Give me some more Spanish.
I like the lisp. It's very authentic.
Thank you. Joffe.
Do you know why they have a lisp?
Why?
In Barcelona, they have a lisp.
It sounds like Roisin is low-level possessed.
Not low level, full level.
Do Spanish again?
It's
very good.
Richard said it was very good.
It's very good.
And they have a lisp because there was a king with a lisp and they didn't want him to feel bad, so all the villagers started talking like the king with the lisp.
That's not true.
I think it is.
It isn't true.
That's good enough for the History Channel. We think maybe.
That's the best bit of information on the show.
I think it is true.
No, that's not true.
How do you know? How do you know, Nick?
I just know that's not true. Again, I will reiterate, I thought this was a real quiz.
OK, next up, I'm going to play you audio of a much-talked-about piece of TV. All I want to know is what TV show it came from and who made the noise.
Oh.
You should get it. OK, so what TV show did that noise come from and who was making the noise? Let's hear it one more time. OK, underneath your desks, you each have a card with a line on it from a highly critiqued yet hugely popular TV drama that debuted this year. All I want you to do is one person from each team look into the eyes of their teammate and I want you to deliver the line on the card to them and then write down what show you think these lines are all from. So, Catherine, you're going to say the line to Roisin, OK? You ready?
Yeah.
Your best TV drama voice.
OK.
Do you ever think how much happier we'd all be if your mother swallowed?
Very good, OK. Nick, I'd like you to say the line to Jonathan. Look in his eyes. Say the line.
From cocktails to cock rings, all in one 24-hour period. God, I love my job.
I know the show, I don't know the name of it.
Well, you're not going to do well on this, then. Lou.
OK. Somebody is...
I'll read it. No, fine.
Somebody has a revenge vagina.
What would a revenge vagina do?
It'd be a lot like Hamlet, really.
Yeah.
Alas. Thank you, Nick.
I like that.
I don't think it's about, you know, it's just how you use it.
And now a couple of other people are deciding to enjoy it as well.
The clue I can give you is the Times newspaper said the show might be the worst TV drama ever.
About...
Yeah, I know.
So it looks,
yeah,
looks like we're off the hook. You ready for answers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ali Goldstein asked you what viral dance craze inspired a move by Novak Djokovic at the US Open. Richard, Lou, what have you got?
K-pop demon hunters.
Yes.
Is that what? Yeah.
And did you like the movie, Richard?
Oh, this is a rare moment off for me, not watching it. That thing has been on repeat on the device.
Can you do the dance? Do you remember the dance? You probably remember the dance because
Yes.
you've seen the movie.
Always good.
Is that Jonathan, Nick, did you get this?
K-pop demon hunters, and Nick even thinks he knows the name of it.
I haven't seen the film, but the kids love it, and we listen to the soundtrack a lot in the car. I know it's to Soda Pop, which goes, you're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
Ooh! OK, Catherine, Roisin, did you get this?
Yep.
What did you write?
Risky business.
Risky business.
Well, let's have a look.
A tremendous fight from the American.
Yeah, that is the soda pop dance.
This is my dance for like the last 20 years. This is me.
They stole your dance, are you saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not K-pop Demon Hunters. This is K-Rai Cop Hunter. What?
OK. I asked you what was going on in a viral clip featuring a man called Montoya in the Spanish TV show. Roisin, Catherine, you probably nailed this. What was going on?
He sucked his own dick.
Has anyone ever sort of offered that talent up on the X Factor?
Oh, that's...
Well, X Factor's singing.
Oh, that we why they haven't done that then. Do forgive me, Britain's Got Talent.
You mean BGT, yeah?
BGT.
Yeah.
BGT.
It's difficult to take
Richard, Lou, what have you put?
We wrote Temptation Island, but I have seen the clip where he runs because his girlfriend's having sex with someone else or about to have sex with someone else, and he's running really fast.
OK, well, that's the right answer. I'm going to give you a point. Nick, Jonathan, did you get this?
Yeah, he was watching on a big screen. It was like Casa de Moy in Love Island.
Oh, yes.
The partner's off somewhere else, and he sees the... But had he just met her? Do you know?
No, it was his girlfriend.
Oh, it's his girlfriend, and she's having sex with a man, and he's going, I cannot see this, I want to die!
Let's take a look. It's pretty magnificent.
Yeah.
Te vas a arrepentir toda tu vida de esto. Disfruta, disfrútalo, disfruta. Me ha reventado por dentro. Me ha reventado por dentro.
Tranquilo, Montoya, por
Yo no he
favor.
hecho nada, coño. Solamente sentí.
Por favor, Montoya, por favor. Por favor, Montoya.
¡Cabrón!
Montoya, Montoya.
¡No te amo!
Montoya,
Te estoy deseando, tío. ¿Dónde está?
Montoya, por favor.
¡No te amo!
I think he's thinking there's plenty more fish in the sea, and then he tries to run into the sea. So it was the Spanish version of Temptation Island, and the contestant, Jose Carlos Montoya, had a meltdown whilst watching his girlfriend, Anita, cheat with another man. OK. I played you this. OK, I wanted to know what show and who was it. Richard, Lou, did you get it?
News at 10. Instead of the gongs.
OK. And you've written also...
Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
You think it might be Peppa Pig?
I mean, there's a brutal slaying in the new series.
Roisin, Catherine?
We've got it.
What did you write?
Celia on Celeb Traitors doing a banshee noise down a well.
Oh.
OK, and Jonathan Nick, presumably.
We got it, yeah.
You were there with her. You were outside with her in that part of the game, weren't you?
I was, yeah. It was like she was possessed.
Yeah. Should we have a look? Let's treat ourselves. Let's have a look.
The skill of projection is very important. It's a lot to do with breathing, a lot to do with enunciation, I guess.
I think that's...
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
For a bonus point, can anyone recreate that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a
OK,
bonus point.
Roisin, please. That came way too easy. Nick? Bonus point to Roisin. OK. OK. You each read out a line from a critically panned yet hugely popular series. Did you know what it was?
Yeah. Bake Off, but the Stand Up to Cancer one.
And who do you think said that to who?
It's a classic Mary Berry.
Yeah, Mary Berry.
Classic
Set
Mary
it to
Berry.
Paul Hollywood, yeah.
Nick, Jonathan, did you get this?
Yeah, it was from All's Fair, the TV show, but we didn't write down, but we think it was Kim Kardashian.
Richard, Lou, did you get this?
Gladiators, Gardener's World, or the one with Kim Kardashian.
Gardener's World is a TV show with a revenge vagina in it.
Yeah. It's actually a bit of topiary.
Nick. Every now now and again, I just have to look at Nick Mohammed, and he looks genuinely like he's been quantum leaped into this room. He's like this. What's going on?
1 minute he was skiing in the woods.
It was All's Fair, starring Kim Kardashian.
Got 3% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is more than Jimmy pays in tax.
I wish. Points there to Jonathan and Nick.
Yes.
OK. All right. Now...
We must be so far.
OK. Now it is time for a special bonus round. I'm going to show you scenes from films released this year which have all been subtly improved with my face. I'll play in the clip. All I want you to do is tell me what is the film, and I want the full movie title for each one. So here's your first one, and then write down the answer straight afterwards. Enjoy.
On the silver screen. He melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces.
I think this belongs to you.
Yeah, it took me ages to get that right, but I think I nailed it. OK, so write down the full... the full title. The full title. OK, have you all got it? OK. Richard, Lou, what have you got?
Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy.
OK. Taking this very seriously now. OK, Jonathan, Nick, what have you got?
Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy.
Roisin, Catherine?
Bridget Jones, older, wiser, a little bit sadder, best one.
Older, wiser, a little bit sadder, best one?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
or is it?
It's subjective, isn't it, Art?
That's what I said to Michelangelo after he did that Dave. It was up to me, it'd be bigger, but, you know, how's he going to suck it if it's that small?
That was me as a dazzling version of Renée Zellweger, and also showing off my sultry side as Leo Woodall in Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy. OK? Next one, enjoy.
What's wrong?
Alex? Oh, welcome home. How are you, sweetie? Oh, let me take a look at you. Oh, you know, I haven't seen you since you were a little teeny baby.
What's wrong with my parents?
Oh, nothing, sweetheart. They're just fine.
Mom.
Hey, how was school? You see, I told you she's just fine. Don't worry. Alex, now don't be rude. Why don't you sit down at the table, because I'm making dinner. I should have asked you, but you weren't here, so I thought mac and cheese would... Dad! Alex.
She's terrifying.
So what film did you think that was? Roisin, Catherine, let's go to you.
It's a zombie film 28 years later.
Get your go bag, kid.
What did you think?
Weapons.
Weapons.
Zach
Cregger's masterpiece, followed to Barbarian.
Brilliant.
No.
Great film. It's a great film.
Richard, Lou?
Weapons.
It was me as arguably the less disturbing Art Gladys and Alex in Weapons. And finally, here's the last one. OK, I need the full title of that movie. Full title.
You look quite good there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I look all right, yeah. Roisin, Catherine, what have you got?
Mission Impossible, Jimmy's Revenge Vagina.
Not the full title. Richard, Lou?
The Final Reckoning.
Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. And let's go with Jonathan, who, I mean, you're the film expert. Jonathan?
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2.
It was Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning.
It was The Final Reckoning.
Oh, no.
I mean,
absolutely brutal.
You know, I'm not someone to avoid responsibility, but Nick, why did you write that?
Ah, I'm very sorry.
I was casually hanging from a plane, making it look as effortless as Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. So let's see what that's done to the scores. Roisin and Catherine have 12 points. In second place, Richard and Lou, 19. In the lead at the moment, Jonathan, Nick with 26.
Come on.
This is bullshit.
Time for a break now. Stay tuned for more poolside petting as lovebirds Chris and Samantha take a deliciously deep dive into each other's sexy secrets. Hang on, wait, no, that is Love Island. Stay tuned for more questions about Trump and your gas bill going up. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, the show with more puzzling questions than the ones my missus asked me when she saw that picture of Diddy, Epstein and me. Our next round is all about people. This year, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau went Instagram official, proving that even if you're just an airhead with a pretty face, you can still hook up with Katy Perry. In March, Scotland's former First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, announced that she was leaving Parliament, freeing her up to get back to doing what she does best, looking like one of the Crankies. In September, Angela Rayner resigned as Deputy Prime Minister after failing to pay enough tax. There's no joke here. I just want to say, game, recognise game. OK, time for some more questions. First up, it's over to esteemed actor Charles Dance. He's reading an extract from a famous person's autobiography released this year. All I want to know is, who is the mystery author? Over to you, Charles.
Chapter 7. Before I went on set, Liam Neeson very sweetly took me aside and gave me a pep talk. "You stick to your guns about what you are and aren't going to do," he said. It was very kind of him. But it was also a shock to be up so close to Liam Neeson. And all I could think was, my God, he's attractive. Just then, I saw Claudia Schiffer walking past my trailer, looking absolutely gorgeous and, of course, fully clothed. Once she'd gone, the costume people came in with the underwear. In my panic, I put my thong on the wrong way round. Once I'd got it on the right way round, they stuck it with tape and started cutting the sides off. All I had was the tiniest triangle at the front and the smallest sliver of material at the back. Martin wore something that was like an olden days coin pouch. Open it, put everything in, and draw it tight.
So whose biography was that? OK.
Oh, yes, I see.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk have had a tumultuous relationship this year. In May, they fell out over Trump's big, beautiful bill. But back in February, they were best friends. Can you complete Musk's ex-post from that time? I love Donald Trump as much as... what? What did he say? What did Elon love Trump as much as?
Nick's got it.
OK. Bob Prevost hit the headlines this year. He's a 70-year-old man from Chicago who landed himself a new job. Who is he? Bob Prevost, he's from Chicago, and he got a new job, age 70. Why did he make the news?
Is it horse-related?
It is not horse-related.
Oh, we're trying so hard now. How many points do we need to... We're a 14-point gap?
You've got a 14-point gap.
Our
There's-
answers now look like the scrawlings you find in the Arctic when people have left notes behind. It's very funny, isn't it?
Now it's over to singer-songwriter Kat Burns for our last question in this round.
Hi, Jimmy. I learnt a thing or two about betrayal and keeping secrets this year. But back in July, 2 members of the public went viral and were accused of betrayal after attending a concert. Can you tell me what they were accused of?
So, Kat wants to know why 2 members of the public went viral and were accused of betrayal after attending a concert in July. Jonathan, Nick, could you write something down for the 70-year-old man from Chicago?
We're taking this very seriously, Jimmy.
Well, write something down.
Well, we're trying to...
He loves it when you write something down. That's what he cares about. He's obsessed with pens and paper.
Screens, actually, Roisin.
Yeah.
So, ready for answers? They've written something down, OK. Yeah. All right, Charles Dance read an extract from an autobiography from this year. What did you all put? Roisin, Catherine, you probably got this. Who do you think?
We did not know.
Well, who do you think?
We guessed Jane Fonda.
Richard, Lou, you've gone with...
Brooklyn Beckham.
Brooklyn Beckham.
You think that's Brooklyn Beckham?
Really
OK.
good guess.
And Jonathan, Nick, you've gone for...
Joanna Page.
Well, let's go over to Charles Dance to see.
That was an excerpt from Lush by Joanna Page.
I was right, with star of Gavin and Stacey, Joanna Page. Yeah, she's nailed it.
I've not read the book, but everyone Charles Dance referenced was in Love Actually. Was
Yes.
Oh, wow. Why don't
So
we
you
talk
could have
about-
got it by deduction.
True, true.
Oh, Detective Nick.
OK, next, I asked you to complete Elon Musk's X post from February. I love real Donald Trump as much as... what?
I love @real Donald Trump as much as sucking my own dick.
It's a lot of love. OK, Jonathan, Nick?
We put as much as a straight man can love another straight man.
OK, Roisin, Catherine?
Yeah, we also knew it was I love real Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another straight man.
We did know that.
Oh, have you written that underneath?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you
We're
get a
just
point
trying
for
to
that.
have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's that time of night. Yeah, fine. Have a laugh. Most a straight man can love another man. OK, so I asked you who Bob Prevost from Chicago was. Jonathan, Nick, you probably got this. What did you put?
Nick went with...
That he just sort of founded a new airline.
Oh.
No!
And I put...
Oh, very close.
Is he the new voice of SpongeBob, or did he become a king?
Oh, the last one is genuinely very close.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Yeah, but it's too late. So, Richard, Lou?
As well as selling fun blankets, Pope.
Pope.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
what did you put?
We put down. Tell them what you put down.
We put down Bob Prevost is from Chicago.
Before Robert Francis Prevost became Pope, he was known as Bob to his friends, so he's Bob Pope. Bob Pope, that man became the Pope. Look at him there. OK, Kat Burns wanted to know why two members of the public went viral and were accused of betrayal after attending a concert in July. What did you all put? Did you all get this?
Cheating CEOs. Coldplay concert.
OK, Jonathan, Nick?
Accused of having an affair after they were witnessed canoodling at a Coldplay gig.
Yeah, go Richard. Lou?
For liking Coldplay.
I actually do like Coldplay, but I said I support him with that joke.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Wowzers. So what have you got as the
We
what have you
put
actually
Kiss
written?
Cam. Coldplay Kiss Cam.
Kiss cam. Well, when you've got a kiss cam, you've got to be responsible. You've got to know people are legit couples if you use a kiss cam. Look, I've got one here. I'll use it. Look.
Oh, God.
Kiss cam the couple. Good. I do it properly. Oh, kiss cam. There you go. Look, there's a kiss cam. Look at that. Oh, little kiss cam. It's all right. Nice.
Bobby!
Catherine, I'm not mistaken. That was your husband, yeah?
I knew this day would come.
All right, points around there. Let's see what that's done to the scores. I can tell you that Roisin and Catherine have 14, not that far behind Richard and Lou, who have 22. In the lead, Jonathan and Nick, 29 points.
Wow.
Come on. That is it for this part. I'm off to accidentally kiss my co-worker and ruin my career. Richard, brace yourself. Welcome back to the final part of the Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2025, the show that lasts almost as long as the year it's about. This round is all about water cooler moments. Marks and Spencer's brought out a strawberries and cream sandwich, and that was just for starters. Or main course or pudding, I can't work it out. It's like steak and kidney trifle or banana lasagna. With hindsight, of course, M&S should have invested more in developing an internet security sandwich. People debated online about who would win in a fight between 100 men or a gorilla. I'm with a gorilla. I reckon I could beat off 100 men. If Catherine Ryan could do it, I could do it. That's how she keeps her skin looking so young. OK, time for our final set of questions. All right, first off, take a look at this excited lot and tell me what must-have item of the year are they all enthusiastically talking about?
But it's scary when you have to stop selling a product because everyone's getting angry about it, yeah.
I hated them at first, but then they grew on me and they're really cute. They've got little ears and they've got these little devilish smiles. They're like them ugly fugglies, but they're actually wearable.
It's like a Kinder Surprise. Like, oh, what's inside? Or a Happy Meal. You're like, oh my gosh, what could I get?
People have been fighting in the queues.
Oh, get a life!
Get a life! Don't fight over monster teddies.
Yeah, do something else with your life.
What are those northerners going on about? OK, what are they talking about?
I've got one.
I've got two.
OK. You've got two?
Well, yeah, the kids. But, yeah.
But I've got one for me.
Oh.
OK, what do these three people all have in common this year? It's Jason Isaacs in The White Lotus, a zombie from 28 Years Later, and Travis Kelce. Something happened to all of them this year.
Oh.
God, you are fond of knowledge. Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah. Over to star of The Big Bang Theory, Kunal Nayar, for our next question.
Hi, Jimmy. My new film, Christmas Karma, is a modern-day adaptation of A Christmas Carol that sees my character, Mr. Sooth, go on a magical journey to discover the meaning of Christmas, right? Someone else who completed a big journey this year was Rory McIlroy when he won the Masters and finally achieved his career Grand Slam. But can your teams tell me what surprising TV show he said he watched in preparation for the final round of the tournament?
Oh, I know this.
We'll write it down. OK, so what surprising TV show did golfing legend Rory McIlroy say he watched whilst preparing for the final round of the Masters? All right, final question in this round. In the summer, a British clubber dubbed the Ibiza Final Boss went viral after a clip of him partying in Ibiza was viewed more than 18 million times. His unique appearance drew a lot of attention, but can you draw three of his distinguishing features from memory? Under your desks, you will find a large canvas with a face on it. Please draw what you remember. A point per feature, three distinguishing features of the Ibiza Final Boss. Ibiza Final Boss.
That's it, you see. This is perfect.
Oh, there's a lot of colouring going on over there.
Ours is actually brilliant.
Yeah, we're just colouring.
Is it?
Not since Mickey Angelo's Dave has something looked so good.
Iowadi's suddenly got very artistic.
He's always been artistic.
This is not the time for a diagnosis.
OK, you ready for answers?
Yeah, we are ready.
We're ready.
Yeah.
So, I asked you what must-have item of the year people were animatedly discussing. What did you all put?
Labubu's.
Labubu.
Labubu's?
Labubu's.
Labubu's.
Labubu.
As Labubu. It was, of course, Labubu's.
They're like little Teletubbies.
Yeah, but you got to watch out for the fake ones, the Fabubus. Or Lafufus. Are they Lafufus or Fabubus?
Lafufus.
Why aren't Teletubbies suing them into the high heavens?
Because they've got little funny teeth.
Have they got little teeth, have they? Oh, fair enough.
Points all round. Next, I asked you what these three people had in common. Roisin, Catherine, did you get
We,
this?
of course, knew. Like,
What was the answer?
I waited for a question to be in my exact wheelhouse. All three have had big penis trouble.
Am I right, ladies?
This White Lotus actor, Jason Isaacs, he had a prosthetic penis, we think, and then loads of people chatted about it, and then he's like, don't talk about my huge penis being real or not. And then this zombie had a big dick, and then Travis Kelce probably has a big dick, and then Taylor Swift released music about it.
A song.
Redwood.
I think it was just called Wood.
Just called
Wood,
Wood.
but Redwood is one of
We
the
go
lyrics.
to our
Nick
Taylor
has
Swift
listened
expert.
No. I asked Nick, because he went straight for the big penis angle of this question. And then I said, who's this gentleman here? And he said, he's Travis Kelce, he's soon to be married to Taylor Swift. And I said, how do you know this about his penis? And he said, because Taylor's written a song called Wood.
Richard, did you get this? You got this, right?
Prenups.
Prenups?
They all have prenups.
You think the zombie in 28 years later had a prenup?
That's the first thing I'd get from the zombie.
Any other answers? There seems to be a lot of stuff written down.
Bowel irregularity.
We don't...
Look at the way he's holding that pillow.
Yeah.
Classic.
And what was the other?
They're all Virgos.
They're all Virgos, and you think that's what they had in common?
I mean,
OK.
it could be.
A zombie prenup is always a good idea, but they rarely get divorced because, unlike many wealthy men, zombies choose women for their brain.
Shut up! Come on!
Nice. I can tell you they went viral because people were discussing their penises.
OK.
OK? Jason Isaacs in White Lotus, The Alpha Zombie in 28 Years Later, and Taylor Swift featured a song on her album called Wood, which many fans believe is about Travis Kelce's manhood.
And Jonathan said a funny thing that you missed.
Go on.
No, it wasn't that fucking funny.
I thought it was quite funny.
I was saying, you were mentioning prenups, and I said, I've got a prenup allergy. Right?
Jonathan Ross, everyone.
Don't worry about standing, Jonathan. I know you get dizzy.
I think there's too much pressure for men to have a big dick.
Yeah.
I don't think some of the best times I've ever had with a micro penis. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
But Lou is infamously quite shallow.
Here we go. Next, Kunal Nayar asked you what TV show Rory McIlroy said he watched in preparation for his final round of the Masters. What did he watch?
Mormon Wives.
Secret Lives of Mormon
Secret
Wives.
Lives of Mormon
The
Wives.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. No.
Well, you don't know for sure you didn't watch it as well.
OK, Jonathan, Nick?
Is it Bake Off?
Bake Off?
It was not Bake Off. No. Richard, Lou?
Celebrity catchphrase.
You said that so confidently, like... I can tell you it was Bridgerton.
Wow.
He was what? I can see it's kind of a raunchy thing. It's about getting things into holes, isn't it? Sort of. Finally, in this round, I asked you to draw 3 distinguishing features of the Ibiza final boss. Let's see your drawings.
Here we go.
That's good.
Oh, that is pretty good. You've definitely got the chain around the neck. You've got the glasses. I don't know whether have you nailed the bowl cut. It's more of a quiff.
Jonathan, is this your first time in court?
Well, no, because I'm standing because I figure you're going to clap again and I don't want to get down and out.
OK, Richard, Lou, let's see yours.
Oh,
that is...
Wow.
It's very good. Catherine Roisin, I saw a lot of colouring going on. What did you get?
Yeah.
Pretty good. 3 points for everyone. I would have accepted bowl cut, glasses, chain round neck, very white teeth, a very neat beard. OK, let's have a look at him. Wow. OK.
Oh, yeah. He's a hot.
So it all comes down to this, the big fat question. And to ask it, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Something wicked this way comes. Defying sanity, it's Elphaba and Glinda.
Oh, my God. Sorry, we're doing manual labour. Give me a second. Thank you. Oh, my God. Hello. Oh, my cape is under the bubble. I guess I'm here now.
She's melting, she's melting.
Have you just run over yourself with a bubble?
I have, Jimmy, yes.
OK,
I have.
well, that seems fine, OK. Give it up for Drag Race stars Tia Coffey and Kitty Scott-Claus. Now, you've got our final question for us.
We do indeed. Now, Wicked for Good wasn't the biggest film of the year.
Because it was miscast, you two should have been in it.
Yes, exactly. So we want to know what was the highest grossing movie in the UK.
OK, Kitty?
And what was the most Googled TV show in the UK?
Why do you sound weird?
Yes. I feel like I'm in a fish tank.
Tia Coffey?
Yes. The top music artist in the UK, according to Spotify.
Have we just put 50p in the meter, have we? That's what...
Magic.
It's magic.
Sorry, Joe, I didn't even see you there the other side. Are you the wizard? Because that's a shit costume.
You've got a shit costume.
Are you one of the flying monkeys?
You're a flying monkey.
That's right. Joe actually leases this bubble.
It's a side hustle.
Drag name, Lisa Bubble.
OK, that's the highest grossing movie in the UK, the most Googled TV show in the UK, and the top music artist in the UK, according to Spotify. OK, teams, what have you got? What 3 answers? Roisin, Catherine, what do you got? Highest grossing movie?
We think Mission Impossible.
Definitely not, OK.
We think people were Googling Traitors the most
Traitors.
as a television show, celeb.
OK.
And then we think the highest
Music.
streamed on Spotify artist is
Oasis.
Oh,
Well,
get
that's-
real.
It's
not
2025.
5 points per correct answer, and you have got fuck all there. Jonathan, Nick, what have you gone for?
OK, we went for the movie Minecraft.
5 points.
Yes. We went for the TV show Adolescent.
OK, now, Richard, Lou, you've gone with...
Same.
And you've gone with...
Yeah, Adolescence.
OK, Spotify artist...
Taylor Swift.
And you've gone with...
Sabrina Carpenter.
I can tell you, the biggest movie was a Minecraft movie. I can tell you the most Googled TV show was Adolescence in the UK. I can tell you the top music artist, according to Spotify, was Taylor Swift. Well, that is your lot. Let's check in on the final scores. I can tell you that Roisin and Catherine might as well have not turned up, 19 points. Richard and Lou have 36. They're runners-up. The winners this evening, Jonathan Ross and Nick Mohammed with 49 points. Your trophy. Kia and Kitty, thank you very much indeed. That's it. A big thank you to our brilliant panel, special guests, and thank you for watching. I'm Jimmy Carr. This has been the Big Fat Quiz of the year 2025. Good night.